So this guy, man. I really don't like him. I'm not even gonna lie, man. This Mal from Rory Mal, I really don't like him. Like,
nah, yeah.
I mean, we only know about him because his brother is in Roc-A-Fella.
I just knew about him because he used to be on
with Joe Budden.
Budden, yeah.
But the only reason he's around, period, is because his brother is Biggs. Kareem Biggs Burke is his older brother.
Yeah.
That is the only reason we know who he is. It's similar to a woman or a man that's married to someone that's famous, and you be like, how do we even know her for real? And then we find out, or him for real, it's because they was attached to someone else famous. That's why we know him. Gotcha. And he jumps out here and ridiculously says this. I'm already giving y'all my opinion early because it just when he says this.
What? Yes. No, Mal, we just talked about this yesterday. No, ironically, we were literally just
relax. What I'm saying is, I don't know.
We just talked about this yesterday, though.
What?
We was just talking about Arsenio Hall, and I said, yo, if you go back to the third base shit, you see MF Doom come out as a 14-year-old rapping on Arsenio Hall. We was talking about how hip-hop...
Tribe Called Quest, you had everything.
No, I'm not saying he didn't have hip-hop on his show.
He was the reason hip-hop was the only...
His whole shit was him.
I'm saying, do you think people look at Arsenio like he comes from the hip-hop culture?
At that time, yes.
I don't know if we look at Arsenio like he comes from hip-hop culture.
Who performed on any show?
He's one of us. He's one of us. But I'm not going to say Arsenio comes from hip-hop culture.
He's a pioneer. He was a pioneer.
I'm one of those... I'm a Keenan Ivory Wayans baby. I'm an In Living Color baby. Trust me, I don't know if people identify 100%. To me,
Arsenio and him is hip hop.
To me, the Wayans is more hip hop than Arsenio Hall. To me, the Wayans family is way more hip hop than Arsenio Hall.
That's interesting.
Did he align himself with hip hop culture? Absolutely. Did he support hip hop culture? Absolutely. Did he give hip hop culture space on his platform? 1,000%. I don't know if he comes from
so we can say that about Keenan, because Keenan was doing movies that had nothing to do with hip hop culture. They had nothing to do with hip hop culture.
Name a Keenan movie that don't have nothing to do with hip hop. I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's hip hop.
Low Down Dirty Shame. It's not hip hop. You got Jada Pinkett in it. It's not hip hop.
How that's not hip hop? But that's not his first movie. That's not his first movie though. That's not his first movie. That's not his first movie.
The string of the movie.
No, but that's not his
the first one.
His first film.
So Hollywood Shuffle, is that hip hop?
Yes. You kidding me?
If Hollywood Shuffle was hip hop, why is Arsenio Hall not hip hop?
All right, what's Arsenio's whole origin? I support
Eddie
Arsenio
Murphy hip hop. See, now we gotta start thinking about
Eddie Murphy is fucking hip hop, what you have to say.
Eddie Murphy's before hip hop. Eddie Murphy might be before hip hop.
He's before hip hop.
I'm only saying, and Charlie Murphy, who ironically is older than Eddie.
Yeah,
rest
he's
in peace.
brother.
Eddie never fucked. Charlie was the one that fucked with hip hop. He said Eddie never fucked with hip hop.
That don't mean that he didn't fuck with the culture.
Now,
in the 90s, y'all bugging.
In the 90s, you had to fuck with hip hop. In the 90s, you would have. If you was a black athlete, you had to line yourself.
Michael Jordan said, "Wait, Kanye and Don C did what?" With my retros? Yo, hip hop.
Yeah, you got, in the 90s, you gotta be hip hop.
Yo, Don C doing what? Yo, it's hip hop out here now.
In the 90s, you would have to align yourself with hip hop if you was a black athlete.
Yeah.
Like, it benefited you.
Arsenio not hip hop.
Arsenio Hall wore suits.
All right, I'm done with him. All right.
And Jordan never aligned himself with hip hop.
Yeah. Okay.
While he was playing.
I'm gonna let y'all go. Stacey, as our queen of the show. You're on mute.
I don't think I should talk first. Is what I was gonna say.
All right, Scott.
Hey, we know what Arsenio did for hip hop, but I can't say that. We know the Wayans are hip hop, but he can't. In Living Color came on once a week. Arsenio was on every night. You know what I'm saying? And he was showing hip hop damn near every. He was the only one bringing hip hop to the that primetime slot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you was watching Fresh Prince, and that's only on Mondays, and Martin wasn't out yet. So I don't know. Arsenio, I'm giving him the hip hop.
You want to go, Stacey, or now or
whoever?
I think it's full of shit. I mean, so it's just like it's insane to be like, oh, like, and then even when he's like, oh, is Eddie Murphy hip hop? No, he's not. But he never was. Like, Eddie is Rick James.
Mm-hmm.
Prince.
That's it. He's rock. He's pop. Like that's that. But Eddie's never tried to not be. So there's that. Like Arsenio is from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already something right there. Like, and then it's to say that he's not hip hop is very interesting because how many we witnessed? No, that was on MTV, but no, like with us watching them do Scenario on Arsenio Hall. Like how many artists would have never gotten any prime time or not prime time, late night coverage been on any because they weren't on Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
They weren't going on better, and like there was nowhere else for them to go. And he didn't have to bring them on his show. Bringing hip hop to the mainstream audiences was his detriment.
I agree.
The blacker he was, the more controversial he was, and that is what led to the downfall of the show too. So if that ain't hip hop, I don't know what the hell is.
You had Minister Louis Farrakhan on there. If that ain't hip hop,
he knew writing was on the wall, so he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm bringing Farrakhan on. Who did that? Conan did that when it was Conan's when he was leaving NBC because he lost the Tonight Show. The last he started getting all kind of like crazy shit that NBC had to pay for to show on the show that he didn't need. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we got the cremated remains of Secretariat. Why? Because they split it in the script and NBC had to fucking pay for it. So it's like he knew the writing was on the wall. Like, I'll bring Farrakhan on here. Why not? Like, and again, it's not even going out with the bang, but it's like we already know how America feels about this thing. We know how America feels about him. I'm at least going to have this conversation with him on this show. I'm going to have a decent conversation, and that's what we're going to do. So yeah, to say that he's not hip hop is. But I get Keenan Ivory. I'm not even gonna say Keenan Ivory Reigns is. In Living Color was, or the artist or the Fly Girls were. The Fly Girls were definitely hip hop. Like those elements there, and then the graffiti that was there. So the elements of hip hop were all throughout that.
John Wayans with SW being SW1.
Right. But this is a skit comedy show compared to a late night talk show. We're not comparing in Living Color, saying Living Color it was hip hop versus Mad TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you compare the two?
And if you go into like all those artists that they got on in Living Color was through Rosie Perez. Yeah, I mean that was her that pushed that. Was not Keenan that pushed that. That was Rosie Perez that got all those artists to come on there performing, and that's why she introduced most of them when they came because those are her people.
Yeah,
like oh yeah, we got Brand Nubian, we got Pete Rock, Seals. It was her introducing. Like that. So I mean, I'm not saying Keenan was, but I'm saying he's attributing too much to Keenan of saying he was hip hop when he was really just like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool. I mean, because he's the same age as Arsenio. Him, Robert Townsend, they're all the same age.
They're like 2 years apart.
Yeah, they're in the same class of people, like that's not class of people, but same class of like entertainers that were coming in. Him, Robert Townsend, Eddie Murphy is
Eddie Murphy, the big dog of them.
He's the big brother, but they came in at the same time. But Eddie Murphy was like the LeBron James, and everybody else kind of like came in later on and went to college. And then I always look at Eddie Murphy for like black celebrities. He went straight out of high school. And then like all those other black celebrities that came right after that went to college, which they literally
had to put the work in.
No, they literally did. All of them literally did go to college. You got to be Keenan's like an alpha, like
Robert Townsend
with the Illinois State, like all of them literally went to college.
Well,
Arsenio went to Kent State, I think.
Even the white comedians will say that Eddie was just a talent. Like
he went like LeBron James. He was LeBron James.
Like they
generational talent.
Generational talent. But with the Arsenio Hall, like Arsenio Hall had we all in the same gang performed on there. There was no other platform. There was no other platform that was going to let them all 20 Negroes and niggeresses from West
California.
Like he had everybody on there. I mean, they had everybody from JJ. I mean, everybody came out and performed on
Hammer.
Hammer. You had.
The only time they have that many black people in the same place at the same time on primetime television is during the NAACP awards.
There you go. It was even more of them during that than the finale with everybody. That it was more for the All in the Same Gang.
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't get that many people on there. So
and he is hip hop. Dude, Easy and Dr. Dre was beefing, and he had them both on the show performing a diss songs. I mean, how more hip hop is that?
What do you want?
Cube on there when he left.
Yes, and then remember he had 3 sets of disses going on. He had it when NWA came with Ice Cube dissing Ice Cube. Ice Cube came on there and dissed them. Then when Dre and Easy split, they both came on there. Like
that's when you see Bow Wow with Snoop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, he come out Dre Day on late night TV. And Compton, not Compton, Real Motherfucking Dreams was performed live on air for America to see in prime time.
Yeah, it's
and not only that, he introduced us to other aspects of hip hop from the Jodeci's and the High Fives, and even on the R&B side where we got the music coming in. Like, man, no. Even if you don't think he wasn't sitting there with a backpack on and some Tim boots sitting there, okay, if that's what you expect claim with it was hip hop, then we got a longer story because then what do you say? Like one of the producers, Larry Scott, one of the first producers, he didn't wear no Timbs and look like that. He was just a producer that produced rap music. But if you looked at him, you didn't think he was hip hop. Like, and this is coming from a person that believes that Drake won the battle with Kendrick. This is also coming from someone that also said that Andre 3000 is an overrated rapper. So let's take that for what it is with him.
He's an idiot.
Shut up, Ma.
Yeah. Just your dumb ass up. Like, nah, you're talking out of your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
And to this point, y'all think this has got to be a gimmick now at this point, right? Or do you think that he really is just like, he just thinks that?
The thing is, when you have this gimmick of like things that you hate, you have to stand 10 toes down on it. You have to stick with it. Like, you can't let it go, right? Like, I can never all of a sudden start telling y'all that I like Gabrielle Union. It won't work.
Even if she does some great stuff, you can't even do it.
Matter. Like I've said a million times, I think that she's a great mother. I think she's a good wife, all that stuff. I think she's a horrible person. I've never met her.
So you just automatically just think she's a horrible person?
I just think, because we're both Scorpios. So me, her, and Tracy Ellis Ross have the same birthday.
Oh wow!
Isn't that insane?
And 3 different people. 3 totally different people.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that there's Tracy and me, and there's Gabby and me, and people always say that you hate what you
see. Yeah.
So it's probably why I don't like her, is because she's very reminiscent of me.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it. On the SOLC network, you finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.